that.
Do you remember, this is really stretching now, do you remember what your first Christmas was like together as married mom and dad? Do you remember that? Had to be at that Paul Shack, right?
Yeah, I think it was at Paul Shack, but I don't even remember having a tree, Raymond. I don't think we had a tree.
Yeah, like I said, it was stretching.
Yeah, I don't remember if we did. I don't remember actually having a tree in any of our little apartments till after we bought our first house over there in the projects. That's when I first remember having a Christmas tree. But during all the apartments, I don't ever remember of having one, so I don't think we did.
Yeah, probably went, I'm guessing probably you went to Grandpa Henriksen's house and then to your dad's house maybe to visit them on Christmas or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
we used to visit. We always, like I said, we always ate with the Henriksens. But in my side of the family, they invited us, but Ray and I never ate with them. It was always with the Henriksens. But we did go over and look and see what everybody got for Christmas and like that. So yeah, we did that.
All right. Okay, now you lived at Paul Shack.
Yeah.
What was the next place you lived at?
That place where I tore that bumper, made that bumper.
What's the name of that place again?
We didn't have a name for that. I don't think we had a name for that apartment, did we? We just
Paul Shack?
No, after Paul Shack. That one where I bent the bumper. We didn't call it anything. That's where Shervilles ate for Thanksgiving dinner in that place.
How long did you live there?
Oh, I would say maybe 6-8 months, something like that.
Yeah.
Then we thought we really was stepping uptown. Man, we were stepping uptown. And we got this apartment. Do you remember that? It was a duplex.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, it had a garbage disposal in it. And we thought, they was just coming out then. And I thought, oh my gosh, I'm living in a house that has a garbage disposal.
Mm-hmm.
And it had carpet. It was real cheap stuff looking back now. But at that time, I thought, it was unfurnished, of course. But, it was stuck on the outside. It wasn't a chicken coop, or it wasn't like Paul Shack that, But it really looked pretty nice to us. And we lived there.
Now was that, I know that's in California, but was that like Bellflower or Downey, or do you remember?
Let's see, that one there, the duplex, I think was that Downey, honey? I think it was Downey that the duplex was. And from there, we went to Nellie Shack, and we lived there. No, I'll take that back. Where did Bill Nevlin's house come in at, Raymond, when we rented that? Was that before Nellie Shack?
Well, I don't know.
I think we rented Bill Nevlin's house before we moved into Nellie Shack. Nellie Shack was right next door.
You mean like a real live house?
No, we lived in Nellie Shack, and then who's that woman that had that house next door where Flo and Bill lived?
Nellie Crittenden.
Okay,
That's
we
Nellie.
lived there behind Flo, and then they moved into Bill's.
Okay, well then I guess Nellie Shack was the next one. That was a nice place. It was one big room, and what it was used for, Flo rented Nellie's house, the one she used to live in, and the little house out in the back that we called Nellie's Shack, that's where Dad and I lived, and it was her husband's little getaway, if you will, his office and his hobbies and things he did out there, and it was just one great big room, and it had a bathroom, and it was all done in knotty pine. I don't know if you know I imagine you know what knotty pine is, but the whole house, the whole room was done in knotty pine. Now she wouldn't allow us to have like a stove there. We wasn't supposed to cook, so we had a hot plate. And we did all of our cooking on a hot plate. And we had a refrigerator, and then we had a rollaway bed, so that the bathroom was big enough we could roll the bed into there. And it didn't have a bathtub, it had a shower, and then just a sink and a toilet. And the closet was in the bathroom for our clothes to hang in. And we lived there for, I don't know, probably a year. And Flo lived in front of the house. And anyway, she used to come over every morning, and at that time I wasn't a member of the church, and she used to come over and she'd want me to go over and keep her company after Bill would go to work and Raymond had gone to work, but I didn't have any kids, so I could sleep in. But she'd come over and she'd say, "Quick, Kay, get up, I got some good gossip to tell you." And I said, well, go ahead and tell me. And I keep my eyes closed because I didn't want to wake up. She says, no. She says, here's your glasses. She says, come over and have a cup of coffee. She says, and then I'll tell you. Well, she'd always, and then when I'd go over there, she didn't have a thing to say. She just did that to get me up and get me over there. But anyway, Flo and I was very, very close. And she had her 2 boys. There are actually, no, Elmer hadn't been born yet. She just had Bobby and Mike at that time, or Bob and Bill at that time. And then my dad and my brother Bill Nevlin lived next door. So again, we was close by family again.